奇迹，旗下就有啊。但你为什么要寻找奇迹？这手环的流和奇迹很相似啊。
他也是这么说的。
他
跟随手环的指引，找到奇迹。
明白了，看，奇迹近在眼前。不过，要想接触到它，可没那么容易。我们到了再说。
Honor of Kings World is a game that I am tentatively excited about. It's an open world class-based hero ARPG that's currently being developed by Timi Studios, which is a subsidiary of Tencent. Now, these guys are currently the studio that is responsible for making the most popular MOBA in China, which is of the same name, Honor of Kings. It's crazy because apparently this game was so popular in China that the government had to step in and put restrictions on it to curb addiction. Now, whether or not you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, I will leave that up to you. However, there are plenty of reasons to be excited for this game, and we're going to get into them right now. Now, one of the first things that you notice immediately when you watch any of their promo videos is that this game is visually impressive. Now, of course, we have to take this all with caution and a grain of salt because we've all experienced games that have really nice trailers and then you get the game and it looks nothing like what they placed in the trailer. However, it is promising that there is in-game footage as well as cinematic footage, and both sides of the coin look fantastic. The development team definitely stays true to their Chinese roots, and you can see it in the art style that they're using. And then just overall, the world, the bosses, the characters are all vibrant, colorful, and it really is just a beautiful thing to look at. And lastly, I don't really even know how to say this, but there is this one boss that was a puppeteer master, and even the way that they presented that boss to me just kind of gave me this artistic, epic feeling. And maybe that's me getting a little too hyped, but I don't know. It was cool.
生命绽放于战场，璀璨就在你眼前。容我为你展示极致的机关之美。让我们开始游戏吧。
Now, moving on to heroes and combat. So I'm just going to rip the band-aid off for some of you. There isn't going to be a custom character creation at all in this game. Like I said earlier, this is a class-based hero ARPG, so instead of making your own character, you will pick from a roster of heroes. Now, each hero is going to have 1 dodge, 3 basic abilities, and 1 ult. That being said, if you've ever played a MOBA or an ARPG, then you know that being limited to 4 or 5 abilities does not mean that there is a lack of depth in a game. Quite the opposite. And that is no different for Honor of Kings World. What they've gone ahead and done is implement a dual hero system. So you will have your primary hero, and that's probably going to be whatever you vibe with the most as far as abilities and kit goes. But then you're also going to have your secondary hero, which can act as a complementary piece to your primary hero. And this is one of the big mechanics of combat in this game. So this dual hero system is going to force players to not just learn their primary hero, but also to test and find a secondary hero that complements their primary hero so that they can maximize their damage output. The clearest example that I could see in the videos that I watched was actually this clip right here, where we have this lady drop in pink balls around, and then she uses this gravitational something or other to suck them all in. Then he switches to his gunner character and he blows them up, or that was the intent. And honestly, this is the kind of stuff that I love to see. And I can't wait to see all of the different combos and variations that you can have between characters. Now, outside of that, there wasn't really too much info given in the IGN preview video, which I will have linked down in the description below. The reviewer did mention that he was able to upgrade skill trees. So I assume that part of upgrading your hero is there's going to be skill trees that you can choose from, though we haven't seen anything of the skill trees yet, but that all sounds exciting and fun. In the videos I did watch, I was able to see about 4 or 5 different heroes, which I will try and put on screen. But again, in the IGN video, the preview video, they said that they were able to see 11 heroes. Now, I don't know if they're going to start off the game with 11 heroes and expand the roster, or if that was the 11 preview heroes, and when the game actually launches, they're going to have more. No words one way or the other, but either way, 11 is a pretty good start, I would say. Now let's move on to something that is a big part of any ARPG, and that is boss fights. Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to see any full boss fights. However, we did or were able to see snippets of about 3 to 5 different ones. I can't remember exactly. The most detailed boss fight that we were able to get a description of was the one that the IGN previewer was able to partake in. So in his video, which will be linked down in the description below, as well with all the other videos that I'm referencing, he was able to fight a monkey boss that had multiple masks. And he said that in this fight, depending on the mask that was used, the monkey boss would change his fighting style and seemingly from the video, his weapons. The only other boss fight that I saw that was kind of exciting to me was one that we don't have a name for, but it did have dynamic environments. And for those that don't know what that is, don't worry, neither did I a couple minutes ago. But basically in that fight, it had moving platforms and just alternating environment. Think Lost Ark boss fights, you know, where you have to not just pay attention to what you're doing as far as DPS, but you got to pay attention to where your character is because the map around you is changing. And for me, those are like some of the best boss fights. They're always intense and super exciting, even better when you're doing it with friends, which brings us to the next one, which is multiplayer. Now, this one's going to be pretty short because there wasn't a lot in the videos that I was able to watch. However, I will have this clip on screen right now. And as you can see, there are 4 people that seem to be doing some sort of boss or raid together. And in the IGN preview video, the previewer also stated that he did ask questions about multiplayer to the devs, and the devs basically told him that there's a lot of plans in the works. So whether that means that there's going to be more of an MMO style to this game, or just they're planning raids and dungeons, which we hope they're planning raids and dungeons because those are great. We don't know, but they are planning for multiplayer, and there is obviously a 1 to 4 player co-op. And now don't you worry your pretty little hearts. I know there's 2 more questions that you probably want answered, and the first and probably most important for everybody is monetization. Now, this is being pulled directly from the IGN preview video, which again is linked down below. Please watch their video for more information. But the previewer did state that he asked the devs about monetization, and what he was told was that this game is set to be free to play and that it would be funded through cosmetics. And now that is quite possibly the best thing that any Westerner could hear. And honestly, again, makes me excited. I, for one, am the type of person that is willing to spend plenty of money on cosmetics, assuming that I like the game. League of Legends knows this all too well, unfortunately. And so of all the things you could ask of me, I either want to buy cosmetics or pay for a subscription. You pick either one and I'm okay with it. And now look, let me put out a cope alert because maybe I'm overthinking this, but it does give me extra hope for this game to succeed, especially if the reason why they're doing pay through cosmetics is because they took the time, the Timi Studio group took the time to research Western markets and see what works and doesn't work, and realize Westerners are much more likely to pay for cosmetics than they are for power of progression. Usually that's the thing that kills a game for them. If they took that much extra time to research that, it makes me even more excited because it shows that they really want this game to succeed, and this is something that they want to have be not just a flash in the pan, but they want an ongoing game to continue being developed and made. I'm hoping, and maybe I'm coping, but those are my thoughts. Now, the last thing that we have is the release date and the launch platform. So this game is set to release in 2025. There's no firm release date, so of course that means that it can always get pushed back, delayed, but we're praying that there is a beta coming up soon and a Q4 release date. Now, as far as launch platforms, it's going to be launched on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and I believe mobile as well. No word on whether or not these are going to be staggered release dates or if they're just going to be all on one day. Everything as far as release goes, really it's all up in the air, and we're just kind of hoping that they stay true to 2025 and give us more details, hopefully around the summertime. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for the game. My final thoughts, again, honestly, I'm really excited for this game. I think it could be a great game. There's always a chance that it completely falls on its face and it's a major disappointment. We're hoping against that. As far as the mobile aspect, usually with games, when they say they're going to release on everything plus mobile or PC plus mobile, I'm like, well, we're writing that one off. But in all honesty, if there is a genre that can do mobile and PC and console games together well, it would be the ARPG genre. It's kind of already set up with the 4 abilities to be able to be worked on any system. So it might be an asterisk, but again, we're going to hope that this is a great game because this looks like the type of game that I've been hoping for a long time. I really love the Eastern artwork and aesthetic, and honestly, Blue Protocol was a game that I was looking forward to and wanting to release so bad, and then it just completely died. So we're hoping that we can finally get one good game out of the East that is in this art style and aesthetic, that is a long lasting game. It looks like it's set up to be that way. I hope it has a great player base and is well funded, because I would love to have them continue to release bosses and more content and expand the world, but everything is up in the air and we'll have to see. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications if you want more content, as I will probably be uploading more videos sporadically and streaming every now and then. Until next time, my name is Dubs Kennedy. Peace.